Electric cars are becoming common, but what if airplanes went electric too? Welcome to eMobility Trends, your source for the latest innovations shaping the future of transportation. One company leading that revolution is Beta Technologies, a Vermont-based aerospace startup founded in 2017 by Kyle Clark. Beta is developing all-electric aircraft designed for cargo, medical transport, military missions, and eventually passenger travel. Its flagship aircraft, the ALIA CX300, is a conventional electric airplane, while the ALIA A250 is an eVTOL, an electric aircraft that can take off and land vertically like a helicopter. What makes Beta stand out is that it's not just building airplanes. The company is also developing a nationwide network of fast-charging stations, creating an entire ecosystem for electric aviation. The CX300 can fly up to 336 nautical miles, or about 386 miles, on a single charge while producing far less noise and zero in-flight emissions compared to conventional aircraft. Beta has already completed thousands of miles of real-world test flights and has attracted customers including UPS, the United States Air Force, and several commercial operators. The company is also working closely with the Federal Aviation Administration to bring its aircraft into commercial service. As battery technology continues to improve, companies like Beta Technologies could transform regional air travel, making it quieter, cleaner, and more affordable. Now, if you're wondering how Beta is actually building these aircraft, developing its charging network, and planning to scale electric aviation across the United States, don't go anywhere. Up next, we'll show you an exclusive look at the company's technology, manufacturing approach, and vision for the future.
When people think about this industry, they think about jumping over traffic. They think about, getting out of their car and getting in the air, which is a great application of this. But there are so many other applications. We're building this fundamental technology platform that enables the military to move things quietly. Medical applications, hospital to hospital, cargo applications, moving this network of packages through the United States every single night. We're not just building air taxis, we're building the future of aviation. Electric aviation is just cheaper. The fuel cost alone, 40 times cheaper. That doesn't even account for carbon taxes, which exist in many places in the world. If you don't make the carbon, you don't have to pay the tax. The maintenance cost is significantly less expensive because it's a simpler aircraft. The simpler aircraft means you don't have to stock the parts, you don't have to replace it, it can never break if it's not on the aircraft. So less parts, higher uptime for our customers.
This is every tool needed to maintain a Beta aircraft. That's it. Most people probably have bigger toolkits in their apartments.
And how many tools would it take to maintain a traditional aircraft?
I don't know, maybe one or two of these?
So early on, we identified the key technologies that are necessary for an electric aircraft. We developed those ourselves from scratch. The batteries, flight controller for our fly-by-wire aircraft, the electric propulsion engines. Right now, we're using it in our CX300 CTOL aircraft. We're using it in our A250 vertical takeoff and landing aircraft. And we can use it in a future aircraft like our 19-passenger regional airplane.
Based on what we know, this is the highest efficiency electric engine in the industry. Every system that we design at Beta can go on to power the next aircraft that we develop for generations of aircraft.
We're not just building one aircraft, we're building a family of aircraft. Each member of the family addresses a different market, whether it's military, cargo, urban air mobility, regional air mobility, medical. When you sweep all of that together, this company has an enormous addressable market.
Cargo and logistics. We have Air New Zealand and UPS. A huge strategic investor in Beta right now is Amazon. Then there's medical. You've got United Therapeutics, Metro Aviation. And of course, there's military. The military is a great starting point because they have a tendency to introduce new forms of transportation. This is the only electric aircraft that military pilots have gotten in and gone and flown. We did 92 missions, 200 sorties, 1,000 takeoff and landings without missing a single call.
Our demonstrated range is about 300 nautical miles. 20% of flights globally are under 300 miles. That's a pretty meaningful percentage of flights that these aircraft can service, and we could do it more efficiently and cost effectively than anybody else.
If we can make aviation less expensive, safer, more reliable, give our customers greater uptime, electric aviation isn't just viable, it's inevitable.
I came from Tesla, and I was really drawn to Beta by the same systems level thinking that I saw at Tesla. They built the whole solution to make it all work. We've got a family of aircraft. We've got different functionality in all those aircraft. We've got a nationwide charge system, and we're marketing all the components of the aircraft. So the motors, the batteries, charge control, flight control computers. We're building this all in-house in our 188,000 square foot manufacturing facility, which is on airport. It'll support our production rates for likely the next 4 years, and we can expand at our current location to nearly double the footprint.
Beta is not just building an electric aircraft, they're building an entire ecosystem for electric aviation. When you land, whether it's a Beta aircraft or some other aircraft, you're going to be plugging into a Beta charging system. We saw that whole system come together with the passenger flight from New York City to the Hamptons a few weeks ago. Beta transported people cleanly and quietly using $7 worth of electricity.
Here we go.
I've had the opportunity over the course of the last 5-6 years to literally run the rule over everyone that's in the marketplace. This is the one I'm making my personal investment in.
What really impressed me with Beta is something that I heard Kyle say, is that I'm not building an aircraft, I'm building an industry. And I think within the FAA, that's important because when you build an aircraft, there's a responsibility that goes along with it for that life of the aircraft. And being conscientious of the responsibilities and building your organization around the long-term life of that aircraft is unique. And I think I see that within Beta.
We're taking a stepwise approach to FAA certification. It's first the motor, then the aircraft. It's first cargo, then passenger. It's first conventional takeoff and landing, then vertical takeoff and landing. First piloted, and then autonomous. The simplicity I spoke about before not only keeps our planes in the air, but it's the key unlock to certification.
Unbelievable. Only Beta can do this.
We're the only company that builds our own chargers, and we deployed them all across the entire United States, creating a network of charging infrastructure. We built a production facility capable of making 300 aircraft a year in an FAA-compliant fashion. We've flown on that network of chargers all the way across the country, from here in Vermont, out to the Santa Monica Pier, down to Florida, and back up to Vermont. We're the only company with an IFR aircraft. We have a family of aircraft, from a conventional airplane into the VTOL to the larger passenger aircraft. And we have applications that mirror that. We're the only company that's doing military, cargo, logistics, medical, and passenger. We're the only company that's been cleared by the military to have its pilots get in the cockpit and go flying. And we were the first company to complete the technically challenging art of electric aviation transitions, where you start like a helicopter, fly like an airplane, and land like a helicopter with a crew on board. These are the milestones that really matter when building an electric aerospace company. And there's only one company who's completed all of them, and it's Beta.